Hey guys, what is up? Today I come to you yet with another weekly review of Yuri on Ice, and we are at episode 6, the halfway point till, the ending of the series. So in this episode, we are at the Cup of China and the competition is rising. We are introduced to at least 4 new characters. We are introduced to Leo, who is from the United States. I believe he is of Hispanic heritage. Then we are introduced to Guang, that's from China, so we are in his homeland. He and Leo are friends. Of course, we know Pitchit. Then we're also introduced to Georgie, who is also from Russia. So remember back in episode 1 when Victor won the Grand Prix finals, he was going up against him and as well as Chris, who is from Switzerland. So they're starting at the Cup of China with the short program, and let me tell you this, the animation for that was spectacular. Now I did notice some 3G animation that was used. Now it wasn't cringeworthy. I've seen worse 3CG animation used, but this was okay. It was okay, but nonetheless, the animation for the skating part, for the men's program, was done very well. We had a lot of victory moments in this episode that had happened. In particular, like the scene where before Yuri go on the ice, we see him and Victor lock hands with each other, and Yuri initiated the forehead touch. And Victor is wondering what has motivated him so much, and it was the fact that everybody wants Victor back into the skating world. Now we were kind of expecting this, that when Yuri is going to keep moving up the scale, is that he's going to have people that are possibly against him, people that are not going to like him because he took Victor away from them. We even heard like these two women that was like, leave him because he's not really worth your time. They're telling Victor to leave him because he's not worth their time. And we see where Yuri, before in any other competition, even the one that he did back in Japan, he didn't execute all of his jumps, and in this competition he did his quadruple salto. He did all of his jumps and he executed with, and he's in first place. And I'm like, dude, if you try to take Victor away from him, you're going to see a totally different side of Yuri. And by my thumbnail, yeah, you saw that different side of Yuri. Like, he even states that I want you all to hate me. I want you all to know that I took Victor from you. I'm the one who only knows of Victor's love. And it's like, oh my God. It's like when he goes on the ice, it's like a new Yuri that you're coming to face with. Now he does win and he is in first place, and by the end of the short program he is in first place, and there is pressure on Yuri now because Yuri has never experienced what it's like to be in first place for any competition there is. So for him, this is the first time, and it's quite scary because now there is pressure, there's expectations, high expectations for him to continuously follow that streak. And because there's so much pressure and he's never learned how to deal with it before, there is a possibility that he could crash. But before he can do that, we do have Victor there to give him the help that he needs. But I do worry for Yuri since he is in first place and he's expected to continue that on till the very finale. Now this guy named Chris, he was oozing sexual tension throughout the entire episode. Like, this guy, he's Victor's rival, and he thought Victor not being there, he wasn't gonna have a rival. But after seeing Yuri's performance, you can say he was turned on by that. He even says, this guy says, I think I'm going to come. What? Which guy is so in tune with his own performance that he is so into his own sexual being? Like, okay, Yuri has some more innocent sexual, he's more innocent sexual, whereas Chris is more mature sexual. So he's so into his performance, he's so into himself that the whole crowd erupts. I mean, he still loses to Yuri, but obviously when it comes to the sexual love, he beats Yuri in that. And now when it comes down to the free program, which we will see by possibly next episode, we're gonna see like these two types of performers, how they're gonna pit up against each other, since they're basically underneath the same type of theme. They're basically underneath the same type of theme. So we're going to see how well they can pit up against each other. I'm looking forward to Yuri versus Chris the most when it comes to the free program. But overall, this episode was really good. I'm just hoping that Yuri doesn't crash and burn because of the expectations that is placed on him. The relationship between Yuri and Victor continues to grow. I am so impressed by Studio Mappa for how well done they are, taking this, because they are showing something that is usually would be made fun of in other series, and the fact that they are doing it so maturely, I have to give them a round of applause. And I think a lot of you should do that as well, because it's like each episode goes beyond my expectations. Like, I'm thinking, okay, it's gonna go this direction, or it's gonna be just something standard. No, it just goes beyond my expectation. It blows me out the waters, and I don't even know what to expect for next week's episode. I don't even know what to expect for the rest of this series, but I know they're going to just blow my mind with this series. And I can tell you from right here, right now, you can expect those DVD sales to skyrocket. You can expect them to skyrocket, and this series is going to get such good ratings by the end of it. So if you guys saw this week's episode of Yuri on Ice, episode 6, do drop a comment down below on how you felt about this week's episode. The links are in the description box as always, so you guys go check that out. And I'm Kimmy Chan of Anime Legends Podcast, and I will see you guys later. Bye!